Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
25 yards. And the Dolphin 1st down.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 3rd and 9 here. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think it's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and 4. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They will run for it with Gainwell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. But 1st down, Hurts under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Great.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Silver.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kick.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And Hurts going to move him around.
At the Dolphins' 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They run out of the gun with Swift. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's up to the 24. Tua going to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop. But that winds up incomplete.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
No touch that. No touch.
They go play action with Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. That one good for 26 and a first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Looking to pass. Tua. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converted on his man and broke the play up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now they're in the hurry up. Now Tua signaling to change things up. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Here's Tagovailoa on the field. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the 2nd half rolls along? Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Toss left side, Gainwell. And taken down just shy of the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's completion right there.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, a run with Gainwell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Taken down at the 42.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Second down, here's Mostert again. There he goes left side. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 28. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Raheem Mostert, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken a fourth-quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Complete to Zacchaeus. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Well, they need to score and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he takes this one into the end zone. All of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
We'll try to run with Swift. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but he's going to run to third down.
This is our brain remembers. When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Tagovailoa. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yard.
That is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Here's first and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with